What's up, everybody? Zariel here for a very special video of sorts. And this video, I said that I was debating with myself whether or not I wanted to do this because I felt things did not have to go this far. And even with this video, I may not still get the response that I have been trying to get, or get some type of reply from the individuals that I have been trying to get in touch with. Some of you know what this is in regards to, because you guys can obviously, see the picture. But some of you don't understand. And just to get this out of the way, this is a special video, not necessarily for the viewers to watch, but this is more so of a last resort because I've tried every other means to contact these people: Twitter, Facebook, email, and again, this video is just a last resort. So, back in January of this year, I had started playing, or I had began a playthrough of a game called Binary Domain. And, you know, I was enjoying it. And I had uploaded up to 39 parts at this time of the video. Now, I had signed up for Google AdSense late December of 2013. So I had the videos monetized. Now, when you monetize videos, or when you opt for a video to get monetized, YouTube has to do a review to see if it's okay for this video, or the content in the video to get monetized. And depending on that decision, either one or two things are going to happen. Either the video is going to get monetization on it, or two, they will ask you if you can provide proof of commercial rights. And up until this point, I never had to worry about that, and if I was asked for, saying like proof of commercial rights, I would just not bother with getting that video monetized. You know what I'm saying? I would just chalk that video up as a loss, like for me. And, everything was going fine. I never was asked for to show any type of proof of commercial rights. Every video was approved for monetization in this playthrough of Binary Domain. Like I said, it was 39 parts, and there was no signs of, any kind of trouble, or pretty much just anything preventing me from putting monetization on those videos. Now, when I uploaded part 40, I had got um, a notification stating that the video was blocked. Now, this happened back in January, so um, I don't remember everything in particular, like down to the finest detail, but I do remember that the video was blocked. And I can't remember if I tried to upload it again, or if I tried to dispute it, or like whatever the case may have been. When I came back to my YouTube channel the next day, this is what I seen. Saying like right here in this picture. And unfortunately, I ended up getting a copyright violation, which leads me to what you're seeing right here. Now, I had received this copyright violation on February 1st, which was, earlier, say like last month. Early last month. And I have, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've tried every means to contact Sega. I've gotten in touch with their customer support. They were little to no help whatsoever. And it's just been a confusing ride because I never like all this legal stuff is really, even though it was to be expected to some degree, I never thought it would come to this. I thought we would have been able to communicate, to try to resolve this in a more private matter. But now it seems like I have to go and I have to make a video just to get in contact with these people, because any other means of me trying to get in touch with them just does not seem to work, and I don't know what else to do at this point. It's literally become that dire for me. Um, I want to propose a question to people, and this has been said before. If I go to the store and I get some paint and a paintbrush, and I bring and I use, you know, that paint and that paintbrush to paint a picture, and then I post that picture up online, either for sale or otherwise, basically the company that made the paint, can they claim copyrights on that picture? Can they say that, well, since you used our paint to make that picture, then we're going to make copyrights claims on that picture? No, they cannot do that. And in this case, the video game is the proverbial paint. Fair use states that if, content that would normally be used as copyright, if the person puts their input, if they basically put in their commentary, their criticisms, their actions, etc., into that video, then it is considered a transformative work, and it is not eligible for, at least it shouldn't be, in my, like, to my knowledge. But from everything I read, and I looked up, it, I shouldn't be getting hit with copyright strikes because of this. So in this particular case, the video game is the proverbial paint in my commentary and me playing the game, and my input to make it a transformative work is that paintbrush. And basically, the company that made the paint is saying that the painting, you know, isn't my work. And it's just mind boggling at this point. So I don't know what else to do. So what I did was, I was going to get on here and I was going to rant about how I was no longer going to support Sega and anything that they do. And I was going to tell people about, all my viewers that watch my content, don't ask me to play Sonic Boom. Don't ask me to play any other Sega developed title, because I was literally at my wit's end. I'm up to my neck at this point. I can't seem to contact them or even get a response outside of their customers, outside of their, so like, uh, customer support. And it's just beyond ridiculous that I can't even try to get this issue resolved, because I do believe this to be a mistake. I do believe, there are some overzealous people at Sega that just was just clicking on everything and just going crazy, doing this whole YouTube new policy boom or whatever the case was, and they just hit a bunch of people with copyright strikes. Because this has happened. Excuse me, like the video had automatically cut off there for a minute, but yeah, this has happened to people that I am subscribed to that have also played Binary Domain, and I've stopped playing, Binary Domain indefinitely ever since I got this back in, uh, back in early February on the 1st. And I just said, fuck it. If they can't make up their minds whether or not they want people to play their games or not, then I just won't bother with it. And that was going to be my mentality. But instead of me being pissed off and making all that video and getting on here yelling and, causing an uproar and all this, I just took my time. I went back and I looked Because, mind you, during this whole time, uh, I was contacting um, Sega of America. However, when I looked, deeper into the copyright claim, um, when I clicked on the copyright counter notification, I noticed that the one who had sent it was actually from another country. Now, you see right here, it says that the claimant, uh, that the one that's making the claim is Sega. However, the email from Sega, it says from this particular um, Sega branch, it says webmaster at sega.co.jp. In other words, this claim came from Japan. And now I'm really fucked up because I don't really know who the hell, and I don't like. I've contacted the email obviously, and I've tried to get in touch. I've got no response, nothing, nothing, and this was like 3 weeks ago. And I doubt that it takes that long for an email to transfer from America to Japan. I've even got it translated, or the best that Google Translator can do, because that program does rough translations. It doesn't do accurate translations at all. But I translated everything into Japanese, and I emailed them in hopes that this would be easier for them to read and they don't have to do too much work on their part. But I'm pretty sure they have translators anyway. But nevertheless, I messaged them, and this was like possibly like 3.5 weeks ago, and I have not received anything from them as of late. And I feel like it shouldn't take that long for them to respond, or at least they should have a team of people that can at least make a response to emails like that. And I'm just at my wits' end. You know, some of you already know my story. It's just like a repetitive, you know, thing that happens to me. Anytime something positive happens to me, which I consider this YouTube gig to be something positive, something negative comes to possibly take that away. And if you see my video that I made at the end of last year, when I was doing my looking back on 2013 and my plans for 2014 video, I've said that I was going to start doing Google AdSense, but there was going to be a lot of trouble that comes with it. I just know it is, because I've seen people who've had YouTube channels that were doing just fine, but then they signed up through Google AdSense to possibly, you know, make some money off of their content, and their channels ended up getting shut down, out of nowhere. And this is basically, I feel this is basically, you know, that happening to me. And quite frankly, it scares me because I never dealt with anything like this before. I never had to, dig for information on fair use or basically any of that nonsense beforehand. And you know, worst case scenario, I could, uh, like dispute content IDs, as you can see here. I dispute content IDs, some of which I can't even appeal, like all these ADSPLAYs in my Power Ranger Samurai video that I did back in 2011. Yeah, back in 2011. And when you look back at them, it's basically just the same people who originally released the claim making the same claim again. But I don't want to get into that because this is about Sega. This is about Sega. Anybody who can forward this message to Sega or show them this video, please do so. I have tried beyond all recognition. to get in touch with you, and your customer support is not helping. I've tried to get in touch with Sega of America. Their customer support said that they forwarded my messages over to their legal department. However, there's no means for me to get in contact with their legal department. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people would just hit them up for like minor things anyway, and they don't want to get hounded with all that. But still, when something's, you know, for like things such as this, that I'm pretty much at risk for being sued for, if in the event that they do decide that they want to so like reinstate this copyright claim after I submit this counter notification. In order for me to submit this, I basically have to agree to be sued, and I don't think things should even go that far. Because for one, I've been talking to lawyers, but it's just one of those things that it really shouldn't have to be all this nonsense. You know what I mean? It really shouldn't. And I'm trying to refrain from raising my voice and yelling. I'm trying to keep calm, but like this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I should be able to talk to somebody about getting this issue resolved, because I believe this to be a mistake on their part. You know, like I said, I had uploaded 39 videos of binary domain, got them monetized, no problem. If any video I've ever done, needed proof of commercial rights, I just take the monetization off and don't worry about it. This video was blocked. I didn't even have the option to remove monetization off the video. Because by default, when I upload my videos, I have them automatically submitted, so like by default to have copyrights, to get monetized. If anything requires proof of commercial rights, I take the monetization off. It's that simple, and I just don't worry about having monetization on that video. But one thing that confused me about this whole ordeal is that when I uploaded part 40 of binary domain, the video just got blocked, and from the people that I talked to, I was never told, what was it in particular in part 40 that made that video get blocked and me get a copyright strike on this channel. Like, what was it in particular in that video that caused it to get that? Because the way I'm seeing it, which is the only way that I can view it, is that everything that I did in the first 39 parts of binary domain, I did in part 40. So if all these other videos, you know, were cleared for monetization, or at the very least, okayed to even be uploaded, why did you guys wait until part 40 to even do this? What was it in part 40 that caused this video to get, or what was it in part 40 that caused this video to have copyright infringement? Because just to show you, I still have the video. I still have the original plain video, so if worst comes to worst and I submit this counter notification, which I do plan on doing, but by the end of this week, if I can't get in touch with them, I'm just like, fuck it at the end of the day, because this shit is fucking ridiculous. You know, like, I can't sit here and wait 6 months. Opportunities have come and are basically leaving me. Plans I've had for this channel that could have been very lucrative. Um, because of this copyright strike, I'm missing out on opportunities like that, and I've missed a lot of opportunities because of negative circumstances just popping up out of nowhere. This is like a reoccurring nightmare for me in my life. It's basically just like the same old thing. Like, oh, Yeah, something good finally happened. Well, how long is it going to be before something negative comes in to take that away? And lo and behold, thank you, Sega. You know, so again, if anybody can forward this message over to Sega, to get this video viewed by Sega, or anybody from Sega Japan, from the people that sent the damn copyright, contact me, inbox me, talk to me, damn it, get in touch with me in some fucking way so that we can resolve this shit. It should not be that hard to look at something with an open mind and see that, okay, this, in all honesty, shouldn't be happening, you know. And again, I've contacted Sega of America most of the time, when in actuality I should have been contacting uh, the people at, selling the web address given. But like, it's just beyond. Like, I'm really stressing out over this. You have no idea. It's a lot of opportunities that I'm missing, and I need. If you cannot tell me what in particular caused binary domain part 40 to get a copyright claim, or this copyright strike put on it, then you need to release it, because this is stupid. You know, a, just like I stated earlier in this video, a company that has made paint cannot make copyrights on a painter who used that paint to paint a picture. I made this video a transformative work. It's in fair use. It's used within fair use. I put my commentary, my criticism. I even throw a couple jokes in there, so to a lesser extent, it can be considered somewhat of a parody. I use my actions, everything that needs to be done in order to have the videos be considered fair use. I did that, and it's just stupid that this happened. So, come the end of this week, if I don't receive anything from Sega, of Japan, or anybody that can get in touch with them, their team or whatever the case may be, then fuck it, I'm going through with the copyright, with the counter notification, because it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. I tried contacting them through email, Facebook, Twitter, and really I got nothing in return. In actuality, I got nothing in return. You know, so I don't know what else to do. This video again was a last resort. Hopefully, I can actually get a response from the people at Sega in order to get this copyright strike removed from my channel. But like, my hands in the air at this point. So fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm pretty much at my wits' end. I don't know what else to do. I can't do a full 6 months because I have plans to do things this year that I can't put those plans off, and I need this channel to not have this copyright strike put on it. You know, I can't wait the entire 6 months to get this off, because I need to get a hold of these opportunities while they're still fresh. You know, because come 6 months, I'm pretty much gonna lose all of them. So that's basically it. This is just a message to Sega work with me, help me, to get this resolved. Because I feel like things don't need to go to court. Like they shouldn't have to go that damn far if we're communicating with each other. And that's basically all I can ask for. So thank you in advance for watching. Again, anybody that can get in touch with them to show them this, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hopefully I'll have some good news next time I hear, or if I hear from these people, or next time you hear from me, I'll have some good news. But you know, this is basically my last resort. I don't have anything else. Like literally, my hands are up in the fucking air. Like so.